Hello again, and thank you for coming to the McWaters Effect. I'm your host, Matt. Today we're going to be talking about the stories of the day and how Joe Biden is reacting to the stuff that's happening at the border. First thing I want to talk about is these two bills that the House looks like they're going to try to combine them together in order to try to get them passed. One is H.R. 3, which is drug pricing bill, and the other one is H.R. 2, which is a green infrastructure bill. First thing I want to say is I don't think they should combine these bills. I think they're better off keeping them separate. And when it comes to the first one, which is H.R. 3, the drug pricing bill, I think you're going to get plenty of bipartisan support with the Republicans and Democrats working together on that bill. Now, when it comes to the H.R. 2 green infrastructure bill, you need to take green off there because it almost sounds like it's part of the Green New Deal, and that's going to turn off Republicans. So go ahead and take that out. And if you take that out, there's no doubt in my mind, Republicans and Democrats will work together in order to pass that bill. I also see both these bills getting through the Senate as well without having a filibuster, because this is something I believe that both sides of the aisle actually agree on when it comes to drug pricing bills and the country needing infrastructure. I mean, don't get me wrong, when it comes to the infrastructure bill, are you going to get a lot of Republicans to vote for it? No, but I think you can get 6 or 7 to definitely vote for it. That's enough to actually get the filibuster out of the way and get it passed. Now, the next story I want to look at is Biden administration is now allowing press to go into the border facilities. And there's only one reason for that. It's because they're overcrowded. It's gotten so bad there. Children aren't able to bathe but every 7 days. That's horrible. And that's just ripe for disease. It's the way people shouldn't be living. Now here's a story where the U.S. is sending 4 million COVID vaccines to Mexico and Canada. It's because we have a large supply of it and we don't have 800 million people in this country. Even with 2 shots per person, you're still going to have at least 50 million left over. So it kind of makes sense, especially in Mexico, because a lot of these immigrants that are coming through have COVID. So if you could get them shots before they come in, less chance of bringing COVID across the border. It is so crowded at the border that Biden's team is considering sending migrants to the Canadian border for processing. So let me get this straight. We're going to use taxpayer money to get these migrants on a plane, get them up to Canada, the border at Canada, so we can process them up there because they're not really doing anything up there. Sounds like a good use of taxpayer dollars right there. A stooge from Biden's administration is blaming Trump for the border woes. Are they going to take responsibility for anything? Biden is the one that told them, hey, come on in. And then he decided to send another message saying, don't come in, we're not ready yet. That's his own fault. The stuff that's going on at the border started when his administration started. It started in January. We had 78,000 people show up. Then in February, you had 100,000. In this month, it looks like we're going to get around 150,000. It's going to exponentially get bigger and bigger. And it's so bad there. Kids are living in filth. Matter of fact, they're only showering every 7 days. At some point or another, Biden is going to have to take responsibility for what's going on. But of course, the predecessor before Trump, Obama, he blamed Bush for his woes for about 2 years. So Biden will probably do the same thing. I mean, the last 2 weeks, Biden has had no good days. Just bad days have happened. He looks weak. He looks ineffective. His administration is just on our back heels throughout the whole 2 weeks and haven't gotten anything done. The Senate and the House are trying to figure out what they want to do. They're talking about combining bills. They don't need to combine bills. They need to actually put the bills separately. They're more likely to pass if you combine them. Republicans ain't going to vote for them. Because the reason they want to combine them is because they want to add stuff in there. Stuff that has nothing to do with infrastructure or drug pricing. Democrats are known for that. Our Republicans are too. The COVID bill is a perfect example. They have a job that's going on in San Francisco trying to put up a bridge. And they put this the funding for this in this bill. What does that have to do with COVID? Nothing. That's infrastructure. It should be in the infrastructure bill. And the crap that's going on at the border. He needs to shut down the border until Mexico gets their act together with COVID. And then he needs to do immigration reform. Not just come on over. Then you're getting anybody. You don't know who you're getting. Well, guys, this is the end of the video. This is the end of my rant. Hope you enjoyed. If you didn't, I don't know what to tell you. But please come back and hit subscribe and like. Peace.